the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. We made it to the weekend. We're mainly going to be seeing clouds as we head into your weekend, and we're also tracking a few showers, so definitely keep it here. We'll have a look at that forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, coming up this Saturday morning on DC News Now, a possible mass murder happening right here in the DMV with many questions left unanswered. What we know so far about the 5 people found dead in a home in La Plata and how neighbors are handling the news. And a shoplifting shootout, how an alleged attempted theft led to 2 people dying inside of a grocery store. Also, where do we stand? The clock is ticking. We're only 2 months away until student loan payments start up again. So will President Biden's forgiveness plan find a way out of legal and legislative limbo? We're breaking down all sides of it this morning. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us for DC News Now on this Saturday morning. Rise and shine, and as Brittany says there up on the screen, it's going to be a seasonably warm weekend. Let's talk more about that. Let's bring Brittany Ward in on the conversation. Seasonably warm, how high are we talking, Brittany?
You know, Joe, we were talking about the 70s in November. Can you believe it? 70s in the beginning of November, and usually for this time of year, we're seeing our highs in the lower 60s, but today we're going to be in the mid 70s, and then it looks like we could get into the upper 70s as we head into our work week. But satellite and radar right now kind of showing you what's going on. We are pretty quiet across the DMV. Our friends out towards west, though, whole different story. You can see they do have some severe thunderstorm warnings down to the south. This cold front's going to continue to inch closer to our area as we head into our evening tonight, and even for your Sunday, giving us a few spotty showers, and we could also see more clouds as we head through your day today. But ahead of this cold front, we are seeing warm weather because of a southerly flow, so definitely keep it here. We'll talk about those 70s in the forecast, and when we'll get back to seeing those seasonably cool temperatures coming up in just a bit.
All right, Brittany Ward starting us off there from the Weather Center. Brittany, thank you. Our top story this morning, absolutely disturbing news out of La Plata, Maryland. This is in Charles County. 5 people shot and killed in a single-family home. The Charles County Sheriff first tweeted about the shooting right before 5 p.m. yesterday. The investigation is only just beginning, including trying to identify who the people were and if they knew each other. Officials say all the victims appear to be adults.
It's a very traumatic scene, not only for the people who live here, but for the officers who arrived and found what they did. And again, we just ask that people will give us a call if they have information, and just keep the community in their mind and their hearts.
Yeah, people living in the neighborhood say they cannot believe something like this happened in such a quiet area and that they are in shock. Stay tuned to DC News Now and DCNewsNow.com. We'll bring you more details as we get them into our newsroom. In the meantime, we've got our eyes on another shooting this morning. This one happening at a grocery store in Prince George's County. Police say a security guard and a suspected shoplifter shot at each other. Both were killed. DC News Now's Dave Laval is at the Eastover Shopping Center with late details.
Gunshots erupted inside the lobby of the Oxon Hill Giant grocery store Friday morning. Prince George's County police say shoplifting triggered the shootings.
During this encounter, the adult female removed a handgun from her backpack.
The woman, police say, opened fire. The security guard shot back at her. He died at the scene. She at a hospital. Police needed just moments to respond to the crime scene, as they did not have far to travel. A police station is located inside the shopping center. Police said they chose that location to improve safety in the area.
We're asking the community to partner with us even more to try to stop these violent, brazen attacks that are occurring in our shopping centers.
It's very troublesome, very, very troublesome.
Kenneth Davis lives near the shopping center and shops at Giant.
I worry about, of course, my daughters who I have, they come over here all the time to shop, and myself and my wife. It's just, you never know when it's going to happen. This is broad daylight we're talking about.
In Oxon Hill, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, Dave, thanks so much. Developing this morning, a second arrest in the shooting of Commanders running back Brian Robinson. The latest suspect is a 15-year-old boy who was 14 at the time of the shooting. He's being charged for assaulting Robinson while attempting an armed carjacking. Robinson was shot on H Street back in August. Earlier this week, police arrested a 17-year-old who was 16 when the assault happened. Police say they are still looking for one more suspect in the case. And new developments this morning in a campaign fund controversy. A ruling that at-large council member in D.C., Alyssa Silverman, misspent campaign dollars. That argument will stand, at least for now. Silverman appealed the ruling from the Office of Campaign Finance. She's accused of misusing campaign funds when she paid for a poll, for a political poll, on the Ward 3 Democratic primary, which she wasn't a candidate in. Silverman claims her due process was violated because she didn't have sufficient time to respond to the investigation before the ruling was issued. The Board of Elections disagrees, saying the timeline of the investigation was made clear, and now activists are calling on Silverman to resign. Take a listen.
She broke the law. She cannot be trusted as an elected official, and she needs to step down.
Yesterday's hearing only took up one part of Silverman's appeal, which was due process. She argues that she did not misspend those funds because she used this political poll to decide who to endorse in that particular race. Again, she wasn't running in that race. That argument will be taken up at a later date. All right, taking a look now at President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett has once again denied an emergency effort to block the program. It is her second ruling in recent weeks. Barrett acted alone in denying the request rather than referring it to the full court. The decision came after the libertarian group Pacific Legal Foundation urged the court to take up President Biden's student debt plan. That group was the first to challenge the order. Many have followed suit since. And the Biden administration says that some 26 million people have already applied for student loan forgiveness. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona says he's confident that the Biden administration will ultimately win in this legal battle. But the program isn't only facing legal opposition. Republican lawmakers on Capitol Hill also want to stop the loan forgiveness. On Twitter Thursday, Senator Marsha Blackburn said, thanks to President Biden's student loan forgiveness, inflation will worsen. The president says Republicans have no room to criticize the relief.
We have a number of these members of the Congress that got significant payment from the PPP program. One of them got back $2,100,000.
Yeah, of the 26 million applications, 16 million have been approved, but the Biden administration can't actually provide the relief until the court allows it. DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and Tuesday's election day is fast approaching. Campaigns are making their final weekend rush and push in multiple races. From who will be Maryland's next governor to tight congressional races in Virginia, there's a lot on the ballot this year. Our Leonard N. Fleming has the last-minute roundup.
The ballot is stacked with local and statewide races in the DMV next Tuesday. In Maryland, history could be made with the first black man ever elected governor and the third in the nation's history. And Virginia could play a key role in whether the U.S. House flips to the GOP with some spirited races.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is expected to be easily reelected to a third term. And in Maryland, history could be made. Democrat Wes Moore, the author and businessman, has been soaring in the polls. He calls the possible moment of being the first black man ever elected governor humbling.
I know how far that this state has come when you consider where the state was and where we are, but it's also I also understand the shoulders that I'm standing on.
Moore says he doesn't want to be governor to make history.
I believe deeply to my core that we as a state have a chance to do something really special over these next 4 and 8 years.
Republican opponent Dan Cox, who is trailing badly in the polls, says don't write him off.
The polls are not accurate. In the most recent weeks, obviously, we've not only closed the gap, we're surging, and we've seen that our internal numbers show that.
Do you feel like, or have you felt like you're the underdog in this race?
Well, I've always known that, I don't have the backing of the international lobbyists. I don't have the backing of the big corporate conglomerate money. Those big money funders are on my opponent's side, and I've known from day one it's going to be a tough climb because of that.
And Virginia could play a national role in the midterms with 3 close congressional races. The biggest is in the 7th between incumbent Abigail Spanberger and newcomer Yesli Vega. J. Miles Coleman is a political expert from the University of Virginia.
Vega has raised pretty good money as a challenger, but Spanberger is just, way ahead. The outside spending has been a little more even. I call District 7 the 52% district. In 2020, it gave Joe Biden 52% of the vote, and the year after, that's exactly what it gave Youngkin.
There is also a Maryland initiative to legalize recreational use of marijuana in Maryland, among 24 states and the District of Columbia to do so. The region and the country could look a lot different after Tuesday. For DC News Now, I'm Leonard N. Fleming.